Hey there guys, today we're going to be talking about how to farm Argon crystals. It's really easy to get a whole bunch of Argon crystals in the game, especially if you do a little bit of setup, but we'll talk about that today. So first of all, Argon crystals will only ever drop in the void. You won't get them anywhere else in the game, only the void will actually start dropping Argon crystals. They can either drop from killing enemies, you can find them in containers, or you can find them with the Argon nodes as well. There's literally like these nodes of purple crystals, you smash them and Argon crystals pop out. Who would have expected that? So, you come over to the void and then you need to pick your mission. Originally, a lot of people will tell you that Hepit is one of the best places to farm Argon crystals, and they're not wrong. The capture mission, it's a level 10 to 15 mission, so all you do is enter it, you go in, kill the target. Sometimes it turns into an exterminate if you do it too quickly, other times it doesn't, but you kill the target and then you just blast through the map, opening up containers, looking for Argon crystals, and then boom, you just repeat until you get enough Argon crystals as you want. Also, another method, I also like Uko, which is another capture mission. You can do Teshub, for example, as well. That's an exterminate. Exterminate missions are also fine. It just depends what you find quickest. Capture will always be the quickest mission. Belanus is also one of my favorites. I really like just chilling with the defense missions and then getting a bunch of Argon crystals from killing the enemies there, especially when a void fissure appears in the void. For example, here on the screen, we have Annie, which is a survival, and here you can see it's an axis fissure, so you can start farming up prime parts while also hunting Argon crystals. The moment there is a void fissure in the void, it's just a win-win scenario. You're getting 2 for the price of 1 there. You're getting prime parts, you're getting Argon crystals. It's great. Now, like I say, if you're going to do a capture or an exterminate, taking something that nukes the maps is great. I personally prefer to take Zaku right now. This is my favorite method. You take Zaku with a crate opening build, for example, and all you do is spam 4 around the map when you're near crates. It will pop open every crate in the area. It's literally a god blessing. I'll put the build up on screen for what I use if anybody wants to use this. I don't have a single form on Zaku either, so this is literally a beginner crate opening build that you can just copy and just go and farm Argon crystals with till your heart's content. Now, you can also use Limbo as well. Limbo has a ability that it will also crack open a lot of crates in an area. A lot of people like to use Necros, but I prefer to only use Necros when I'm doing survivals, because the longer you stay in a survival, the more resources that drop, and obviously Necros boosts this as well. So if you're going to use Necros, just wait until you do a survival, or get something like Zaku or Limbo just to fly for a map and boom, open up the crates. One other thing you should do as well is if you're going to be going around opening up crates and killing a bunch of enemies, take AoE weapons. If you've got the Exceltra, that's perfect, or Exceltra Prime, because that's a thing now. Any AoE weapons work. I just prefer the Exceltra. It's just my go-to. I need to unlock the Exceltra Prime because I'll swap to that eventually, but, the Exceltra is good for what it's doing. I run around the map, kill all the enemies, blow up any crates that didn't get affected by my ability, but the range is so big, I'm busting open crates that I didn't even know I could hit, which is just fantastic. I have seen some people also decide to use Wukong just because you get around the map quicker. You can if you want to, but personally, it's not my favorite preference. Now, when it comes to companions, a lot of people will just say take whatever companion you want, and that is actually fine. I saw someone recommend a Chaser Kubro the other day, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I still like to use the Smita Kavat because of the charm ability. It literally has a chance to create Argon crystals out of thin air. It's like that guy who pulls out the bike helmets from his ass in Sleeping Dogs. It's just like that. You're pulling Argon crystals out of nowhere with the Smita Kavat. Now, a lot of older players will actually have one of these built up because they were like the big meta a while ago, but they're no longer since all the changes. If you don't really want to build up a Smita Kavat, that's totally fine. Just run with it you like, and you're still going to find a ton of Argon crystals. Now, one more tip I have for you guys here is to make sure that you are getting resource boosters and resource drop chance boosters. These do cost a bit of plat, but sometimes you can get them as a blessing if you're sitting in a relay. Of course, you can also get resource boosters from your daily logins. So if you do, that's the perfect time to get Argon crystals, because one, it doubles how many resources you get. So you'll get double Argon crystals if you have a resource booster. And of course, if you have the drop chance booster, that will then double the chance of actually receiving these Argon crystals. So these are always perfect to have no matter what you're doing in the game. Yeah, guys, that's it for how to farm Argon crystals very fast. You can literally fly through any void missions to get Argon crystals super quick. Just make sure you do a bit of setup. Honestly, that Zaku build is so good. Make sure you go back and give it a try. It is a very low cost build, and you're just going to go destroy crates left, right, and center, and you'll find those Argon crystals so easily. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please click the like button below, and also subscribe for more Warframe videos in the future. I'd also like to point out that we do have a public Discord where people can come and talk about Warframe. I really want to build it up as a great place for Warframe players to connect and play with each other. Thank you all for watching today, and I'll see you again in the next one.